Here is my hometown, Beijing, a place where I grew up. Beihai Park is where my parents often took me there to play during my childhood. Beihai Park started built in the Liao dynasty, which is AD 1150. After Yuan, Ming, and Qing, three dynasties of the gradual repair, the park finally completed during Qianlong Emperor, and he said the happiness of garden cannot be forgotten. After the formal completion, the eight-power Allied force had damaged the park. From then, the park loses view and will no longer come back to the old style. With the establishment of New China in 1949, Chinese government summed a lot of money to repair Beihai Park that rejuvenates the park. In 1961, I was not born. My father became the first group of tourists to see the new life of Beihai. In the Beihai Park's morning, you can see many people come here to relax and have fun. These enthusiasms have brought vitality to Beihai and add a trace of human culture to the royal garden. Beihai Park, perhaps for visitors, is just a place to have fun, but for the Beijiners like me, is also a precious memory for 3 generations. Hohai is connected with Beihai Park and in ancient time is very famous. It has another name, Beijing Ancient Harbor. Hohai as a place of gold mine. Its earliest use is as a canal. In the early Yuan dynasty, it is a prosperous business district. In the morning, unlike the Beihai's busy, Hohai's bar street is very quiet, which gives me a peaceful feeling. The Hohai that is familiar by the modern people starts at the night. All kinds of different bars bring a modern atmosphere to here. Because of the influence of Western culture, here is the best place to change to the new life. No matter where you come from, when you sit here, you can feel the difference between your past and now. And I suddenly found that the change maybe is not a long process. Perhaps it is just between in the sunrise and sunset. Is a solemn, quiet place. During Ming and Qing dynasty, this place holds 662 ritual ceremonies of previous dynasty. It is a little bit pity that I did not have a chance to take a photo to the Emperor's memorial tablets, because I want to show my greatest respect to those emperors. "188 great emperors all have a place here. This temple is a warning for later rulers. If they are fatuity, then after the death, they will lose an honor. And different to other scanning spots, here is so quiet and very strange. However, maybe this is what's supposed to be." Temple of Heaven, one of the 7 wonders of the world cultural heritages in Beijing. Founded in Ming Dynasty, 1420, with a 2.72 million square meters area. Such a broad area shows that how important Temple of Heaven is in ancient time. Before, this is the place that only the emperor can enter, but now Temple of Heaven become a scenic spot that everyone from everywhere can visit. The Hall of Prayer for Good Harvest and Echo Wall, the 2 well-known Temple of Heaven's landmarks, embody the heaven and earth. The Chinese ancient people dream about the world, which cast the beauty of Temple of Heaven. After this trip, I realized that the change might not be to getting anything or losing anything. Changes tell us that history is just there. Perhaps it's us who changed. Said about Guozijian Street, perhaps only professors and old Beijiners know its function. Guozijian, a place being admired by those students who come to take the test. This place has honors, symbols of identities, and the desire of knowledge. Now, in Guozijian Street, everyone comes to the Confucius Temple for the blessing and to get some power from Confucius. Because Confucius is the teacher of all the Chinese, so there are a lot of people at this place every year. When took this video about my mother university, Communication University of China, is during the holiday time and the school is open to the public. This makes me feel like I'm back in 2007 when I first entered the college. And college is not only good for students, but also is a great place for elders and children spent during the summer. Here has a special quiet, a quiet that can bring other people and me a peace. When I walk out of the school, I suddenly found that knowledge can also change. Our process and setback depends on how much we want to learn, how much we can learn. To ask me about the old Beijing snacks, there are so many places. I can tell you all day long, but the best will be Huguosi Snack Street, because here has almost all the special snacks. In Chinese cultures, food culture has its special place. In the old saying, people think food and God is same level. After this many years, food seems unchanged. For me, every snack has its place in food culture, because each snack retained a memory. After the Huguosi Street, I walk through the Beihai Park and Hohai and come to another place about snacks. I have to mention this place, Nanluo Guxiang, which have a great impact between the new and old food culture. This alley become a place where young people spend their time to eat and have fun. You can find a lot of different countries' characteristic snacks in ancient Chinese architect. If I have a girlfriend, I will take her here too. Although sometimes there are a lot of people, but I think I will follow the trend. At this moment, I feel the definition about change is perhaps in these buildings and these streets.